Testing valid palindrome. A phrase is a palindrome if, after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forward and backwards. Alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers. Given a string S, return true if it's a palindrome or otherwise false. So in the input is a string S, a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. And that is true because this is a palindrome forwards and backwards. And non-alphanumeric characters are not included. And all characters are turned to lowercase. So I'm thinking that this can be a 2-pointer pattern where we have a left pointer and a right pointer on opposite ends. And we can check if the value at the left pointer is equal to the value at the right pointer all the way until the left and the point meet in the middle or swap. So now to plan out my code, first I think I need to do is convert all uppercase letters into lowercase letters. Then I also need to remove all non-alphanumeric characters. And in check, it reads the same forwards and backwards. Okay. So what I can start doing is first convert all uppercase letters into lowercase. So I can say S is equal to S lower. Then I can remove all non-alphanumeric characters. What I can do is create a new string and for characters in the original string, if character is alphanumeric, then we can add it to the new string. Otherwise, we don't add it. And finally, we need to check if the new string is the same forwards and backwards. Now I want to use the 2-pointer approach, so I would say left is 0 and right is the length of new string minus 1, while left is less than right. If new s left is not equal to new s right, we can say return false because it's not a palindrome. Otherwise, if it is, then we can keep continuing and say move the left pointer up and move the right pointer down. Now if it passes this while loop, then we can return true because it is a palindrome. Now let's see if this code works. Actually, I also need to remember, before I run the code, I need to review it real quick. Alright. So first we have this string input, and I convert it into lowercase, right? So right now it would say this. Actually, let me put it right here. Original would say this, then S would become all lowercase. And at this point, I would remove all non-alphanumeric characters. So at this point, it would look like, oops. Actually, I'll put this here so it's easier to see. Okay. After removing all non-alphanumeric, it would look like this. And finally, oh, also it would not have any spaces. That's correct. And at this point, this two pointer of opposite ends would check if it is a palindrome or not. So let me run this code and see if it works. It does not. Oh, I made a mistake. The string cannot append a character. So how can I fix this? String S. Instead of a string, can I just use a list? Yes, okay. So why was the list better and not to use a string? Because strings are immutable in Python. Is that why? Valid palindrome. Why use list instead of string? Alright. Well, the code works. The time complexity would be, let me remove all of these. Alright. Time complexity, there's a for loop here, O of n, and for loop, or this while loop, left minus right. I don't believe that is that O of n? Well, since it's only, I'm thinking it could be less than O of n because you're not going to see, if n is a length of s, this while loop would not go the length of n. Instead, it would go half of it. But I think we're in terms of talking about worst case complexity, I believe this would be, entire solution would be O of n, and then space would be big O of, the only thing that scales with space would, I would say, this list, and this scales to the size of string s, so it's also big O of n. Okay, pass. It's good, accepted.